everyone. This is the video for Upcycle Week number 3. So we're going to do project number 3 today, and Mother's Day is this Sunday, so I thought it'd be neat to make something for your moms. Okay, so today you're going to need an empty mason jar, an empty glass jar. It doesn't have to be this size, it could be smaller. Also, if you have like a younger baby brother or baby sister and you have those baby food jars, you can clean that out and also wash off the label, and you can use that too. It could be any size. It could be the smaller mason jars. It could be like a glass jar. Maybe your mom used maybe some spaghetti sauce and she has an empty jar, or an empty pickle jar. There's lots of things that come in jars, in glass jars, that you can reuse. Like I said, this is the size I had. You can use a different size if you want, okay? You're also going to need some Sharpie markers. You can also use paint, but I don't want you to do that on your own. So if your parents say that you can use paint, then that's fine too. I'm just gonna use Sharpie markers. The Sharpie markers, when you're using them, they're gonna be slippery on here, okay? So you should have to take your time. And if that's gonna bother you, then probably paint will be easier for you to use, okay? So it's your choice on what you want to use or what you have at home to use, okay? But make sure you ask your parents first, okay? Because also if you're using Sharpie markers, they don't come off. So you want to make sure you're using it in an area where if you get it on something, it's not going to mess something up at your house, okay? All right, so then if you have this lid, go ahead and use this, save this lid also that goes on here. You're going to use this if you have it. If you don't have it, then don't worry about it, okay? And a ribbon. I'm using this twine. You can use yarn or a ribbon or anything. If you don't have it, then that's okay. You don't have to use that, okay? So let's get started. Okay, a couple things before you watch the how-to video that I learned while I was doing this is that it would be easier if someone in your family can hold the jar for you while you're coloring, because that way when you have it on something and you're coloring, it won't be moving as much, okay? Number 2, I chose to do stripes on mine, as you can see. It might be easier for an adult to draw the stripes on there for you, and then you can color, or to draw the squares on here for you, and then you can color them in, okay? And as you noticed in the video, when I first started, I didn't have something on my table that was covering or protecting the table. So make sure you have something underneath, like newspaper or scratch paper underneath where you're going to be doing your project, so that you don't get any marker on the table or the surface you're working on, okay? All right, when you're done with your project, you can also, if you want, if you have a candle at home, you can put a candle in the jar after and then light it, and it'll look really pretty with all the lights, like a stained glass window kind of, and it'll be a nice gift for your dear mothers, okay? When you're done, I want you to take a picture of you giving the gift to your mother and giving her a big hug, and I want a picture of you and your mom this time that you're going to send in. Like I said before, you can send it to the office, or you could send it to my email at vjohnson@pearlprep.org. Okay, looking forward to seeing all your wonderful creations. Okay, so first of all, you can make any design you want. You can do anything you want. You can draw squares, you can draw circles, you can draw and then color them in, whatever you want. You could do stripes, you could do squiggly lines. I think I'm going to do stripes, so I'm gonna start down here, and I'm just gonna color this in. I think I'm going to do a stripe around first, just on the top part that I'm using first, because that way I know that I'm going to be kind of straight. And you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect.